Hello Mark, and welcome to Decoration and Design.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, you took the audience through trends around colour and design today. How do you source the information to compile such a big colour report?
Wow, it's an endless journey on colour. As a matter of fact, even while I'm here in Sydney, I'm doing research and looking to see how colour plays, how it's on the people, what it is in nature. It's a worldwide, every day looking for inspiration, and then trying to put the pieces together. Mm-hmm. What's happening in New York and in Los Angeles and in Berlin and in Sydney and anywhere else that you go, or in Tokyo, and seeing similarities that pop up that help tell a story. To really think, this is happening, and it's happening all over the place, and there's a direction involved here.
A lot of the colour and design trends are also fashion trends. We're seeing a fusion now with fashion and interiors, even fashion designers going into interior design and making cushions or throws and that kind of thing. Do you think fashion and interiors will continue to be so entwined? Why are they so connected?
They're connected in our daily lives. We have to get dressed every day, and we like our fashion to be a personal expression, and our homes become personal expressions as well. Mm-hmm. So things that we look at in our clothing, we like to be able to translate that. As a matter of fact, very often with a client, design clients, when they're not quite sure what they want to do with color, I'll ask them and say, not what their favorite color is, mind you, but I'll ask them what color always gets you compliments. Because when you wear a color that everyone says, gosh, you look terrific in that, why wouldn't you surround yourself in your house with that same color and look great in your house all the time?
Absolutely. We talk about seeing the world through rose-coloured glasses, and you mentioned today, it's sort of fascinating to look at how often we refer to colour in our everyday language. Why does colour play such an important role in our lives?
Because it surrounds us. Everywhere we go is color. It's flowers, it's the sky, and then we use it to sort of help describe things in a way. We even talk about it, we look at it financially. You always want to be in the black, you don't want to be in the red.
Yep.
There's so many different ways we look at it, both in positives and negatives, and they have cultural references. And we sometimes cling in a really good way to cultural references and colors, what it means to us as a people. So color actually has a way of bringing us together. And again, it can be expressed in clothing, it can be expressed in home. There's so many ways of doing it, and of course in language. The cool thing about it is that color winds up a neutralizer for me, to bring us all together on one plane.
Did you see our Australian money? What did you think of the colour?
I love Australian money. And I just found out that the $50 bills referred to as the pineapple.
Pineapple, yeah.
Which I didn't know until this trip. It was great. Yeah, it makes ours look really dull.
Yeah, the greenback, yeah.
Greenback is dull in comparison.
You spoke about provenance today. That's also a key trend in fashion, and now coming through to interiors. Why is the story becoming so important to the buyer and the wearer?
Because we've realized how important it is to be real.
Yeah.
Fake imitations, even to the point of the knockoffs. At one point, it was okay to have a knockoff bag, and now people, they're thinking, if I can't afford the real thing, I'll buy a small version of it, but I won't buy a fake of the big one. I'll just buy something else that's real.
Yep.
And the real thing is more important in our lives, because our lives have to be real. With our families, with our friends, with our job, it just becomes more and more important, and the story behind it, provenance, is important as well. Even if it's a new product that you've just purchased, you still kind of want to know where the designer came up with the idea, where it was sourced. We want to know where our material sourcing came from when we buy things. So all of that leads to a sense of history and a sense of authenticity and provenance.
You spoke about colour and its relevance to our lives and nature. So we talk about, green as the environment, and red's a big colour because of the blood in our veins. Is this common, throughout history with colour, that we refer or introduce colour into our lives because of its direct relevance to our surroundings? And
the key word there is direct relevance.
Yep.
It's around us all the time. We can't deny green grass. Well, we can, but it's still green grass. And the blue sky and the yellow sun, and we know these things all the time. They're always around us every day. You walk out your door, you look out your window, and we engage it personally. You can take your shoes off and run barefoot through green grass or through grass, and hopefully it's green. And you get this a sensation, a touch sensation. You smell fresh air, and that's defined differently from different people. But you say, oh, it's like a breath of fresh air. And people think, oh, it's a lovely light blue tinged with white. You get kind of a feel of what fresh air is. So it's part of us, part of our bodies, part of our existence.
I thought the life force colours that you spoke about, the blue and the yellow, was really interesting too, because you sort of don't think when you look at a sunset how relevant those colours are, and when you see them in clothes and how you connect with that.
engine home. Blue and yellow is they're really, really important colors, and they're important culturally to many, many areas, but they're really important as human beings because it's the water and the air and the sun, the light that we need, and they're perfect indicators of those or references to those colors.
It's a fascinating topic. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.